I got my skis all waxed, I'm ready to go. All I've been doing is praying for snow. My old ski boots all bent out of shape, gonna grease them for the skiing in the morning. My old ski clothes that are laid away, gotta get them ready for that skiing day. Get out my goggles and my mittens too, gonna need them for the skiing in the morning.
Beaver was on the pro ski circuit for many years back in the day at Benson and Hedges.
Yeah, see Lang Cup here. Yeah. I got Benson and Hedges Grand Prix.
When I am up on a mountain high, on a snow-covered peak way up in the sky, shush them a little and avail for a while. I run them down the mountain in the morning. There'll be skiers there from everywhere. Sun will be shining and the day will be fair. Get on the tow, we'll ride up there. We'll run them down the mountain in the morning. Got my skis all waxed and I'm ready to go. All I've been doing is praying for snow. The old ski boots all bent out of shape, gonna grease them for the skiing in the morning. My old ski clothes that are laid away, gotta get them ready for that skiing day. Get out my goggles and my mittens too, gonna need them for the skiing in the morning. I need them for the skiing in the morning. Need them for the skiing in the morning. I'm gonna need them for the skiing in the morning.
When I grow up, I won't be a ski bum. Don't you know that's what I wanna do? Sitting on the sun deck when it's all said and done, with a little snow bonnet and a suit. I just wanna live in the mountains. Don't you know now it would be so fine? I'm back by the river, hear the fountain. Yeah, just spurting like sweet country wine. So when I grow up, I won't be a ski bum. Don't you know that's what I wanna do? Sitting on the sun deck when it's all said and done, with a little snow bonnet and a suit. When I grow up, I won't be a ski bum. Don't you know that's what I wanna do?
Beautiful skiing out there.
Sitting on the sun deck when it's all said and done, with a little snow bonnet named Sue.
Second annual Vintage Ski Festival at Beaver Creek. The second year that Billy Kidd has joined us here. And Billy, a nice run up there today.
Well, whenever you have a standing run in ski racing, that is a great race. But I borrowed this equipment from my friend Richard Allen, and he said that I was going to, if not be the fastest racer, I was going to look the cutest on the way down. So how did I look, Richard?
Looking great, Billy. You know, the style's happening. Richard, what kind of wax did you put on Billy's skis?
We put on some Stein Eriksen green slalom wax.
What does that mean? Is that fast?
It is very fast because both Richard and I have Stein Eriksen sweaters on. Richard has a pair of Stein Eriksen skis here. And so this is really quite a delightful day. We had the first vintage race last year here at Beaver Creek. It was outstanding. It was in honor of Jimmie Heuga. And I think this year again we're remembering Jimmie Heuga, but also Buddy Warner from Steamboat, Spider Savage from Aspen, Rick McManus, just a lot of the racers that made our sport great. The great ski racers of the past. Stein Eriksen is still with us, and with us in memory today because of our sweaters here, Richard. The Stein Eriksen wax that you put on my skis. This is just a great event. This is really fun.
Now, this is actually a real Stein Eriksen sweater. Is that right? Did he wear this thing or
Well,
what?
no, but his,
He designed it.
his mom knit these, yeah. So a lot of all the ski areas where he taught and stuff, the instructors would all have them in Aspen and Highlands and like, the other areas that he taught at over the years. But, these are iconic Norwegian style sweaters, and they're actually called Marius Eriksen sweaters. That was his dad and his brother. There you go.
So what do you think of this guy, Billy Kidd? He still has some competitive fire, doesn't he?
Now every year, if I can just stay close to this time, I'm happy.
I think he may have eclipsed him this year. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out at the award ceremony.
You know, I spent a whole day going through my entire inventory of 700 pairs of skis, just looking for one pair that I might be able to keep up with this style. And these are very similar to what Billy skied on the 64 games, maybe 1 year newer. But it's a great wood course Kesley ski.
How long has it been since you skied on those?
I've never skied on these. The first run.
Couldn't you tell?
Yeah, I could tell that was your first run on those skis. That was Billy's comment.
These skis that Richard's on, these Kesley slaloms, Jimmie Heuga and I used Kesley wooden slaloms in the 64 Olympics when we won our medals. These skis are almost exactly the same as the skis that Jimmie and I had. They were the best slalom racing skis at that time. And in the 64 Olympics, that was the last year that we used wooden skis and leather boots in the Olympics. And the release factor in the bindings was when the screws pulled out of the ski. Ouch.
That's scary. I know you wanted to make a comment about Moose. He is looking so good these days.
Well, Moose has lost about 100 pounds just so that he could squeeze into his old racing outfit. That's the racing outfit when Moose was on the pro circuit. And Moose was one of the fastest downhill racers in the world. In the 1968 Olympics, he almost beat Jean-Claude Keely, except Moose had a slight miscalculation on the way down and let Jean-Claude Keely win all 3 of those gold medals. But Moose, on the way down, decided that he was going to invent a new competition in skiing called freestyle aerials. So right in the middle of the downhill at about 70 miles an hour, Moose went off a bump and did a 1 3/4 backflip and about a 3/4 twist, and that was the end of Moose's downhill run in the 68 Olympics. It was spectacular and very memorable, wasn't it, Moose?
Come on over here.
I don't remember a thing.
Did his teammates console him after that crash?
Come on over.
Oh, we were really proud of Moose because he almost did a double backflip, almost.
They never even came to visit me in the hospital.
Didn't that make ABC's Wide World of Sports?
It sure did.
Something like that.
Which was that? Was that the crash that made Wide World of Sports?
Yeah, that was the original agony of defeat.
The original agony of defeat is here, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together.
The original agony of defeat.
And my feet still hurt, but that's okay.
So what do you have to say to Billy about some of the comments he's made about you and your downhill run?
Well, that's what people don't understand is that Billy goes through all this, but there has probably never been an American that understood the essence of ski racing and the skiing turn than this guy right here. And so if you can ever get him on one-on-one and you need a little tune-up, this guy can do it in about 10 seconds better than any man on earth. And so that's why he's existed all these years, and he still needs work.
Well, Moose knows that my advice to him is if you're going to ski in slow motion, you better look good in the lift line. And so you got to be color coordinated. That's why Moose has got his fanciest outfit out here today.
I think Moose looks great. Look at that outfit. Huh?
This is the old Benson and Hedges Pro Tour. We don't even remember that. And we were all selling every part of our body, just like NASCAR in those days. So we got Frontier and whatever else we could get on there, Dimitri. And you see, I'm holding my skis up. The Formidables, like Gustavo Toni was racing. These are Spalding. Spalding doesn't even make skis anymore. But I love these skis. 38 years ago, now I got back on them today, and they're still exciting.
That's impressive. It's been 38 years since he skied on those skis. He was making some beautiful turns out there. And Richard Allen has never skied on his. Do you think that's wise, just to take a pair of skis out you never
I
skied on?
have a pair of 215 Hearts that don't even have holes where the bindings were mounted on. They're brand new. But I'm not going to let Billy ski on because
Those are really fine. I was on hard skis for 30 years, and Richard, he has a vintage ski company that has old skis, boots, outfits, all this stuff, and he had a pair of Hart skis that he's loaned me for this race here. But I think this is really so much fun for all of us. You saw Mike Brown, Spencer Butts came all the way from Utah over here. We had, we've got lots of outstanding equipment and outfits, and this is just such a fun event because it reminds us of the colorful past that our sport has got. And you know, some of this equipment goes back to the 40s, 30s, 20s, but some of us know that ski racing history goes back to the 1850s, 60s, where they raced in the Sierras out in California. They raced on the weekends out there for prize money up to $1,000. That was a lot of money in the 1860s. Skiing on a pair of skis that were 16 feet long with one leather strap straight down, estimated speeds 90 miles an hour. Ski racing has got a pretty interesting history. But I think that what I know about the ski history is that ski racing history goes back at least 5,000 years. When the Egyptians were building the pyramids, Stein Eriksson's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was out in northern Scandinavia. He and his buddy were out hunting, and they found on a cave in northern Norway an etching that shows a skier that's been carbon dated to about 5,000 years ago. So I think the first race was Stein Eriksson's great-great-multi-great-grandfather out hunting. One of them catches a rabbit. The other one says, hey, I'll race you back to the cave, and the winner gets his picture on the wall. And that was the first ski race 5,000 years ago. Is that right, Richard?
That's right, yeah. And actually, skiing has been dated back even as far as 9,000 years. And they found skis in old bogs in northern Europe and Scandinavia.
In China now.
China, yeah. China may even be older. Back 10, 12,000 years.
What about the Atlantic?
I thought you were going to say that picture on the cave wall looked like a moose.
Yeah, here we go.
It did look at here's this this book that Richard has got.
These are great.
9,000 years of skiing.
There's the cave drawing.
That's the etching on the wall.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Really appreciate it. Round of applause for these two great legends here. Richard Allen,
Vintage Day.
Billy Kidd, Moose Perros. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
With snow in the air and the wind in our faces, we're ready to answer the call from the north. In the heart of each skier's the end to be freer. When winter calls, all of the skiers come forth.